You too. Do we know if Lydia's joining us this morning?
Is Lydia joining us this morning?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna show this. Sure.
Right, but okay.
Yes, sir.
Look what Kim got donated.
Oh my goodness, how cute!
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. Very cute. Yeah.
Now, are Corinne or Mary?
Mary is on Zoom.
Here's on Zoom.
Oh,
Who else are we looking for?
Corinne.
I do not see Corinne. We have on Zoom, we have Karen Peters, Linda Kinkler, Mary Hale, and William McSizik.
you thought we're ready to start.
Corinne told me this morning she would not be coming. She has a funeral to attend.
Loud recording.
I am cloud recording, and Linda Kinkler just let me know that Corinne told her she would not be here because she has a funeral to attend.
Who is that?
Linda Kinkler said
Okay.
that Corinne let her know that she would not be coming because Corinne has a funeral to attend.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. This is Brett speaking. Hopefully, I know some people are listening live, some are in person, some will probably be listening later on YouTube. We hope all of you are well. Hopefully,
Yes.
you weren't hit too hard by the storm last night. Hopefully, you are safe. We're a little lower on the turnout side today, and we have some members who are running late due to circumstances beyond their control. But we are going to go ahead and get rolling with the meeting here. We will go ahead and start with attendance. So we'll pass the mic around to those of you in the room, and you can just say your name.
Yeah. Matthew Brittingham just came in.
This is Victoria, and I'll be passing the mic.
Kathy? Yeah. We're pretty much open seating right now. This is Julia. There's not very many of us.
Oh, because of the storm?
Yeah, because of the storm, we're low on numbers today.
Right.
I'm Ashley. Kim Vaughn.
Abby Peppercorn.
This is Michelle. And via Zoom, we have Karen Peters, William McSizik, Mary Hale, and Linda Kinkler.
Isaiah Shoemake, student interpreter.
Brianna, student interpreter.
Robert Vaughn.
Christy Freeman.
Kathy Renningham.
I hear more.
Top of the morning.
There's more coming down the hall too. And ready to come in.
There's more coming in, so sit tight.
She is.
Yeah, she is. Do you want to sit next to her? Yeah. Hold on, stay right where you're at. She's up front.
Yeah, I was sitting right
Sit up there.
Oh, I want a different chair.
You want to listen?
You want
Sit
that
back there?
Yeah, opposite table, I was like fresh. I'll do that. Who you got me? I see you.
Today, today, yeah. There's more people coming in. This is Victoria, so they're getting settled in. Then give their names.
Right side.
Could be some strong. Every right now. Right on board. Andrew. So. Because
Hey, guys. Introduce yourselves.
Sorry, hi everybody, this is Andrea, SSP. Hello, Ashley.
This is Alicia Brickelmeyer, SSP.
Thank you.
I think we have one more. She's up here at the top. Erica Walls.
All right, and of course, this is Brett Wilhelm. I am here. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming today with conditions being as they were.
What's your name
I
again?
hope parking was not a massive issue for you. Okay, we were gonna do the Barbara tribute first. However, bearing in mind that some of our people who are supposed to be here have not arrived yet, I think we will pass on that until after the break. I am gonna make some announcements concerning the trivia night. First of all, if you have not purchased a ticket, and Tasha, this does not apply to you because someone bought one for you, but if you have not purchased a ticket, I'm sorry, we are sold out. So you will want to make sure that if you would like to go, still, that you contact me and get put on the wait list. Cause it looks like we're gonna be completely full next Saturday.
Yay! Woohoo!
Now, on the flip side, pick a number. We've got a good 38 numbers left.
38 numbers.
We want to start selling those. Today, you can buy them if you're listening online or don't have cash or check or whatever. You can of course pay by PayPal, and we'll tell you what's available a little later when we're ready to collect for it.
This is Michelle letting you know that Balaji has joined us in Zoom.
Oh, hi, Balaji. Okay. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and give these stats. Remember that you can still donate. You can donate even, you can even bring us stuff that day. If you are going to bring a gift card or basket item, it would be nice so we could keep it on our list. If you could go ahead and text, call, or email me to let me know what it is you're bringing. I will go ahead and give the stats for the gift card for the donation competition. As a reminder, There is a $50 prize for whoever brings in the most donated items. And if you haven't done so, again, you still can. In first place right now with 6 donations is Kim Brown, followed closely in second by Rhonda with 5 items and Victoria with 4. So that's where we stand on that. Friendly reminder too about the various other activities. We'll have a trivia. We'll have the silent raffle basket auction. We will have various higher value gift cards that will, instead of being donated as door prizes, you'll be able to buy a raffle ticket for. Those will be $1. And remember about the dessert auction. If you want to bake or buy something to be in the dessert auction, just let me know. We've got, I think, 11 desserts right now. We're trying to get ourselves up to 20. Any questions about trivia before we move on?
Kim's hand is up.
Many numbers didn't say were needed for the bigger number. There you go.
637.
This is
35.
Debbie Peppercorn. How many numbers were left for the bigger number?
38.
35.
You said
I
35.
think 37, 38. 36. Sorry, 36 are available.
Okay.
19 and 70 have been spoken for.
19 and 70 have been spoken for, and 36
We have 36 other numbers.
other numbers are available.
12,
12,
13,
13,
16,
16,
39,
39,
40,
40,
41,
41,
43,
43,
45,
45,
48,
48,
53,
53,
54,
54,
56,
56,
61,
61,
62,
62,
63,
63,
64,
64,
65,
65,
66,
66,
68,
68,
72,
72,
76,
76,
79,
79,
81,
81,
82,
82,
85,
85,
86,
86,
87,
87,
88,
88,
89,
89,
90,
90,
92,
92,
94,
94,
95,
95,
96,
96,
97,
97,
98,
98,
99,
99,
and lucky 100.
and lucky number 100. Kathy's hand is up.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Kathy Rennicamp. If you don't have those numbers drawn, I mean, if no one purchased those numbers, I assume you'll just black out that number not to be pulled. Did you change the price of the prize?
Yes.
No, so that's why we got to get all of these sold.
So if you're gonna have.
Michelle's hand is up.
This is Michelle. I have zero worries about these getting sold. And the reason for that is last year we sold them all before the event and people were upset that they couldn't buy. We've got, what, 120 people
You
coming?
weren't there. Oh, sorry.
120 people coming that are wanting, that want to participate in this. So I have full confidence that these are all going to be sold.
Brett, I'm going to make 2 of one thing, for dessert, and then 1 single. So would that count as 3 or 2?
any other questions concerning trivia? Well, in that case, we're gonna go ahead and start with our first presentation. We are delighted to have joining us for the first time, this morning, Ashley Folley, who is the new deafblind director for Missouri School for the Blind. Not sure if you're all aware, but MSB has been a big supporter of Sasi, and we've tried to do the same for their efforts toward deafblind children, teens, young adults, and their families. Probably ever since, and I think we've been working together ever since Sasi started in '09. Ashley is going to talk to us about what MSB does and some other things I'm sure she'll also talk to us about. So let's welcome Ashley.
So I am Ashley and I have been with the Missouri Deafblind Project since August. And I actually went to school with Brett when we were younger. I I have retinitis pigmentosa, so I've lost my vision completely in the last year. So yeah, we had a lot of the same teachers and stuff growing up. And so it's been really awesome moving back to St. Louis and getting to reconnect with the community that I grew up in, and now getting to donate so much of, my time and knowledge to teaching children who are deafblind. And so some of what the Missouri Deafblind Project does is we are statewide, birth through 21, and we train teachers in the techniques that are used for teaching children who are deafblind, because as all of you well know, it's very different than just teaching blind children or teaching deaf children. So getting to be that expert in the home, in the schools, in the community, I very much enjoyed it, and I learned so much in 7 months, and I continue to learn more. And so I'm really happy to be here. Part of what I am really seeking to do in my position is to reach transition age kids, those who are finishing high school and don't know what to do next. We had a family at our retreat over the summer, and the student was 24 and had aged out of our programs, but still kept attending our events because they said it was lonely and they didn't know where to go and they needed a community. And we need to be reaching out to that age group, and I feel like as a collaboration between Sasi and the Deafblind Project, we can make a huge impact, bridging that gap so that when they're 21 and out of school programs and needing somewhere to go to connect with others, they know where to go. They know the resources that are available. So one event that we are having is May 4th. We're doing a family picnic at Missouri School for the Blind, and it will be all deafblind families. So far we have 3 families signed up, and we just sent out the registration this week. So they will come from all over the state, and we have kids who are, I think one of the families' child was 6, and then all the way up to 20. So we think that it would make a huge difference to be able to, for those families, those parents of young children, to get to see and interact with deafblind adults and hear your stories and understand like that their child has such a great and optimistic future, and to just connect and to be a mentor. we would love, like, in the next year or so to create a mentor program, a family mentor program where adults can be partnered with a family and kind of help guide them and be an advocate for them. We've seen it be used where in Kansas City where a family was really struggling with the school district not understanding, like they had very low expectations, was not understanding how to push the student. And so this family found a deaf-blind adult to go in to the IEPs with them as an advocate and just, kind of show her story. And it's been really helpful for the school and just improving relationships on that side. So if we could get more families connected with adults, that will then ease the transition to adulthood for their own kids, because it's scary when your kid's growing up. And one of the biggest concerns we have, so we had an event where we were talking about SSPs and their benefits, and so many of our parents were hesitant. They're like, oh, I don't know if I want my child going out with someone I don't know. They're going out with a stranger, like they don't know them. And so we want parents to understand how it works, to watch SSPs work with adults, to see it in person, and to watch how much independence it can give their child in their future. It would be so impactful, and we would probably see less hesitation. So many good things can come out of a collaboration. So everyone is invited to our family. We want to make it a big event. We are actually using a company called Blind Guy Catering for barbecue for the picnic. So we're trying to make it as like representative as possible. So we're gonna have crafts for the kids, and they're gonna be led by myself, and it's gonna be all tactile, and then the food is being cooked by a blind man, and we're just trying to make it as representative as possible so we can show parents, families, just my coworkers, the staff at MSB, the students, the children, everyone, that your disability does not define you and you can do whatever you want. And by including adults in these events, it's improving our representation, and it's gonna create a ripple effect, and hopefully we will see so much more participation from the transition age kids. We also are talking about in August doing a transition fair. So we would have booths set up that the families can go to and get the different resources. And so we would definitely love Sasi to be involved with that as well. And then this summer is Midwest Transition Institute, and we take mentors for that event. I know that some of you have probably gotten emails about it. You have to be in your 20s and 30s, but so if you are in that age range and you would like to volunteer as a mentor for Midwest Transition Institute, we pay all of your travel costs, and
Hello?
so it's in Indiana this summer, which is about a 4-hour drive to where it's at, and there are interpreters and SSPs, and it's a big party, basically. Like, yes, you are working, you are mentoring a young adult, it's ages 14 to 21. So you are mentoring and attending presentations, but then there's also things like a pool party and like social time too. So it'll be my first time attending, and I'm really excited. It will be deafblind projects from 10 states that put this event on. So if you or anyone you know wants to be a mentor for that event, definitely let me know. I can give, Brett has my contact information, and so if you ever want to get in touch with me about things like if you want to attend a family picnic or you want more information, and then any future events we have, I would love to start a couple meetings more, just so that I can relay back to our families what you guys are doing. So we can put your events in our newsletter and on our Facebook page and kind of build our relationship a little more and hopefully get you guys more of the younger kids sent your way, those in their 20s and late teens graduating high school. So does anyone have any questions for me?
Did you say that you were looking for mentors that are only in their 20s, 30s?
For Midwest Transition Institute, yes. For our family picnic, we want mentors of all ages.
So this is Kathy Rennicamp. I'm 63 and I would love to be a mentor, but I'm not 20, I'm not 30. So I was always wondering how I can help out.
Yeah, Midwest Transition Institute it's for a lot, they try to keep the mentors like close in age to the kids, because they're kind of teaching them about like what it would be like if they went to college and stuff. But but for our family picnic and like the mentor program that we're gonna launch, it's gonna be like a consistent thing throughout. It's not gonna be just one event. It's going to be like we'll plan social events for mentors and families to get together, and then you can plan events on your own or virtual things. So we will take all ages for that, and I think that any one of you would be a great mentor for a family. The one that I had mentioned in Kansas City, she's in her 60s and the child is 12, 13. So age does not matter for us. It's kind of just being an advocate, an ally for the family and letting them see the future, that the resources and stuff that are available to their children.
I have a question.
William McSizik has a question.
Yes, it sounds like this service is almost like Holland Color Natural Filter.
Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second, please.
Okay, this is Kathy Rennicamp. So, I have lots to share because I did go to college. I did live a normal life with my deafness and my blindness. I have retinitis pigmentosa. I also have congenital nerve deafness. And I would like to be able to communicate with the kids that life is not over. There's so much out there. There's so many I just went skiing last month. You know, they are cross country skiing for people that are blind. You might know that already, I don't know, but I mean, I would like to be able to communicate to the kids and the parents. But you're limiting that only 20, 30-year-olds to participate. That's disheartening.
She just said they're
So it's two different events. So the Midwest Transition Institute is put on through 10 states, and that's just like a one-time 3-day event that we're looking for 20 and 30-year-olds. What we're doing in Missouri is creating a mentor program that's going to be like consistent. We haven't gotten the details worked out, but like our first event is our family picnic in May. So everyone is welcome. And once we get the mentor program going, it will be for all ages. And yeah, but like the family event that we're holding will be for everyone. and you'll be able to talk and mingle with the families and the children. And yes, I agree. You have a lot to offer, and we absolutely want to have you as a mentor. We're just still working on getting that program up and running because we don't want it to be just one event. We want it to be consistent. And we don't know what that looks like yet because it's a statewide program.
Kathy, I can't begin. Have you heard of the group called Achilles? I think that would be a great contact for you to reach out. These are mostly people that are in the early 20s that are participating in walking and running, hand cycling, tandem bike, and they are helping some of the blind individuals from Delta Gamma to join and continue on being in an active lifestyle. It's kind of part of an adaptive sports. So it's just an idea that I just thought, Achilles, Annie Donald would be a person you can contact, that maybe you could talk to her and then she can spread the word to those people. I will spread the word to God and have them reach out to you if they are interested in being mentors.
Yeah, that would be great. I have not heard of them. I will reach out. We are absolutely looking for other organizations that can help with our young adults and getting them involved in things.
William in Zoom has a question.
Is he gonna show up? through this?
Yes, I do. It
Okay,
sounds
hold on
like
just a
your
second.
server
I'm walking.
is same as the Helen Keller Natural
While I'm
Extension
walking, I'll
Program.
let you know that Miss Kathy Rennekamp is dressed in all green.
Okay, William, we are ready for your comments, please.
Oh, okay. This is William Beacon. It sounds like a server. It sounds like it's the same as Helen Keller Natural Extension Program.
So
Can
it
you hear
sounds
me?
like William is asking, it sounds very similar to the Helen Keller National Center program.
Julia is walking back to Ashley so we can get a answer.
It is through.
And I do have another question.
So it's not exactly through Helen Keller National Center, but it's through the state deafblind projects, and we work through Helen Keller National Center. So they have been putting out, like messages seeking mentors too, because it's 10 of the state projects. So all across the Midwest. And then I believe the East and West Coast do something similar, but or Missouri. So I don't know that much about it. But yes, Helen Keller National Center is involved with the Midwest Transition Institute. And then we have our separate things that we're doing just in Missouri.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I do
William,
have
you
another
had more
question.
questions?
Where exactly
Go
is
ahead.
your center? Is it in St. Louis or somewhere in Missouri?
He's asking, is your center in St. Louis or somewhere else in Missouri?
Yeah, so our offices are in St. Louis at Missouri School for the Blind, but we go all over the state. It was just at like the Ozarks, Boonville, Kansas City. Like I travel all over the state, and so we're trying to do more statewide stuff. We have a couple of new people coming in. We're getting settled.
We've got Rhonda Jones. No. Yeah, Rhonda Jones. Bob Jaco and Jeannie. And that means Chris is shortly to come behind them. She's probably parking.
Yes. I saw her.
Any other questions or comments?
All right, well, yeah, you guys can contact me anytime. Brett has my email, but also we have the Deafblind Project has a website too. And I can send all that information to Brett along with our flyers, to send out to everyone. So I'm really happy that I got to speak to you all today, and I hope that I can attend more of your events in the future.
Thank you, Ashley.
All right, well, thank you, Ashley, for that amazing presentation. I will just first echo what you said about how amazing and eye-opening it is for the parents to actually get to see the SSPs in action. I remember at MTI 2 years ago when I gave kind of a demo of this is how SSPs work. That entire weekend, I was approached by parents wanting more information. So you're absolutely right about that. I do hope that we can get as many of you Sasi members, of us Sasi members, that we can to come to this picnic on the 4th. I think it'll be a great opportunity just to meet and to interact with some families from all across the state. And Ashley, we would love to have you come to our I know we would love to have you come to more of our meetings. And if you wanted to join Sasi as a member, even if you wanted to, I don't think anyone would have any objection to that.
My name is Bob Jaco, and I must have missed, in case I missed something. Do you also teach or have programs in other parts of the state so that they can take classes where they live so that they don't need to come to St. Louis for their educational, for their schooling? And it doesn't work, and if you do, does it work through K through 12?
So we go to them. Like I just on Thursday was at Boonville School District with a 4-year-old. And it's kind of more me showing the teachers what to do with the student. And then we do monthly consultations. So what we call it is technical assistance.
Mm-hmm.
And so we get the whole team together, parents, teachers, administration, and we do an initial meeting and ask, what are you struggling with? What do you need help with? And they kind of give us, usually it's communication. Sometimes it's, instructional strategies, behaviors. So whatever they're struggling with, and we make a plan and we go out to them and we do in-person trainings, and then we follow them up with monthly consultations. Some of our more complex cases, I do go out multiple times and do hands-on demonstrations, and I do observations with the students in their class to make sure that they're following everything that we are training them on. And yeah, so they don't have to come to us at all. We go to them. And for families, if their kid's not in school yet, or even if they're just needing extra help at home, we go into the home and we kind of show them, we help them transform their home into a more accessible environment, and just the techniques that they can use to communicate better with their child.
That's fantastic. I'm also a name dropper. I also know Melissa Moore.
Yeah, she works with our parent advisors for the MOSPIN program. So the birth through 5, they have a parent advisor that comes into their house once a month, and they do even more training and activities with the families. So we do a lot of things.
All right, well, thank you again very much, Ashley. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting too if you want. Thank you very much for talking to us. We hopefully we'll be able to work together for the years ahead to work with more younger people. The Deafblind Project, I mean, they are the people that brought Lydia to us, so they're definitely very valuable to be able to work with. All right, I think we are good. We're gonna head to break in a little bit, just a bit here. I'm gonna repeat because I know some people just came in here, and I know she's part of that group. The $50 donation contest, where we are with that. We have a close, it's very close between 3 people. We've got Kim Brown out in front with 6 donations, Rhonda right behind with 5, and Victoria with 4. So it's not too late to donate. We just ask that you bring your item to the trivia night next week and contact us ahead of time just so we know what it is and can have it on our list. I'm gonna ask too, so you can purchase numbers during the break. Now, Michelle, are they, they're giving the money to you, correct?
Yes, if it's cash or if it's PayPal, it can be sent. I can accept cash or checks, yes.
Can you go ahead and read again the numbers?
Yes, we have
Walking with the microphone.
Yes, we have 12, 13, 16, 39, 40, 41, 43, 45, 48, 53, 54, 61, 52, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, 72, 76, 79, 81, 82, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, excuse me, 92, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100.
So if you want to buy one of those with cash or check, come see Michelle during the break. And with that, we will take about a 15-minute break here and we will meet back.
Okay. Which will be 11 a.m.
noun verb pairs are a thing. Sit is the verb. Chair is a double. Age, ice cream. You're okay.
I'm like, my brain, as soon as I started, I was like, I realized my brain does not know.
So think about it. That's like, it's I'm trying to think of what else, like sit and chair is a common one. I know there's more, but that double tap means it's a noun versus like children is the noun, right? That's not a good one because you don't verb children. I'm an adult. I adulted yesterday. You know, it doesn't work that way. I would like to see the two of you sitting. This setup isn't conducive to it, but I'd like to see you guys practicing supporting each other and teaming with each other. To team is every bit as important as learning to interpret, right?
Yes, I agree.
Let's see. You both still need to let go of the English.
Yeah, that is, I think halfway I was like, oh, you're like right.
You're right there, and it gets a little confusing sometimes just because of the difference in the grammar, right? There's times when the English, you can follow and be PSE, right? But there's times where even in PSE, that English structure does not make sense. Seeking to do, she wasn't looking for something. This is a let go of the English thing. She was seeking to, the goal was, or the, like the motivation, so with seeking to do something, that's a time where you want to let go of the English, and you did seeking to do something. Are they looking to do something?
Not there.
That's the thing. So definitely, like super high functioning deaf would understand what you were getting at. You don't want to have to make them work. You want your interpretation to be clear so that they can understand you without like, I know enough English for that. I see what he's getting at, right? So what they were seeking to do, what they were looking to do, what they were wanting to do. So you could do want, or you could do the goal, or you could do the purpose, like the mission. Does that make sense? That's where I want you to like let go of the English and what's the meat of the message. So she commented, she said you'll have a great future, that they have an opportunity for a great future. And that could come across as, oh, great will. What's gonna be great? Right? Their future. Like they're like here on out. Right? So yes, you can use this for future. You just have to self-analyze and think, like, how is that the clear way to express it? Does that make sense? Go ahead.
Is that like one of those? It was. She had said something, and I was like, "This is gonna make sense to my community." It was like one of those you kind of have to like set up and then sign it because.
Yep. Exactly. Because great future. I mean, the thing is when a sign has multiple meanings, same environment. Oh, it's going to be great. Is different from these kids are going to have a great future. Like things will be great from here on out. You can even like and that's all I go for the coughing that happens. Be aware of your team and say, you need to go. This isn't like his coughing is. It happens. I've had sneezing kids, like our bodies, we are humans. But it's absolutely okay to be human. You just need to be aware of your team. When your team is having a hard time, go ahead and take it. Give them permission to go. Because at that moment, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do this at the same time as I'm trying to quell the coughing attack, so I really want to see you guys support each other better. Does that make sense?
I was like,
right.
And I don't want to be like, oh, let me just.
But that's fair. I mean, you just want to be like, you know what, I've got this, and then work out the teaming, because the teaming is an active adjustment that happens. It's ongoing all the time. So there'll be times where I'll be in the middle of something. I'm like, I have no idea what they're even like. For whatever reason, my brain is gone to South Africa, and I just, my team is like, yeah, you're not making sense. Let me take over because I'm understanding. And then the opposite will happen. Like, you're all gonna have days. Like I tell people all the time, I happen to be a master. It doesn't mean today I am. I had a great test day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's gonna be days where I'm gonna be a 3. There's gonna be days where I'm gonna be a 5. There's gonna be a day where I'm a 5, but for that 15 minutes, I'm a 2, man. You know what I mean? It just
I don't.
and don't beat yourself up over it. Life happens, but what you did was great. You could just say bathroom. You don't have to say going, because that's understood. It's implied. I'm just setting the. Got it? Okay. I got it.
Abby, Michelle is in front of you. Michelle is here. Hi, Abby. Hey, it's good to see you. I'm giving in for a hug. Oh.
That's like I will say it's not, yeah, it's not as bad as two days ago. Yeah, it's gone for most of the time.
We're pretty well.
Sure.
Are you guys?
No, not really.
Not really.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I was like.
Oh, no, I
It's like
Okay, so get my numbers out here.
they're honey.
You want 99?
So when they get
And that's
it's like
just 99.
99 it is.
so just be careful. It's not solid proof. It's hollow in the middle because it has liquid.
I will say it's slowly going away, which is good. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll skip the first 2 days.
It's fine.
Hey, Robert,
Okay.
yeah, I forgot to have, I forgot to text you.
F-E-R-C-O-R-M.
Please.
$7 cash, thank you. All right. Number 99 is off the charts. I appreciate you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to go talk to,
Pause this, pause. So 66, 68, 69, 70, 77, 78, 79.
How are you?
85, 89. Does that make sense? It gets the numbers together, so they're pairs. But you have that pause in between that lets you know that there's mistakes. In the real world, we'll see deaf people signing their address at the other than 1, 2, 40 seconds. And there's no pause and there's no phrase, and you're like, okay, so where's your house number versus street number? I have that happen. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you'll also get.
Oh, I did. Okay. Oh, I'm here.
1, 2, 3, 5, 1 ST. 1, 2, 3, 51st Street, because when they see it written, they see this 51st ST.
I'm like,
Oh. And or stand. Just show me.
I'm starting to get away.
Did anybody pay you?
Yes, I am. Yes, we have Abby Peppercorn, number 99. And I'm gonna text. I will text it to PFE.
Oh, it's
Pfeffer and then KORN.
I got it. I know who it is. For $20.
Well, for our records, like if it's not in a written
Right. Oh, I know.
file, it's PFE SF ER KORN. Peppercorn. And then I am taking number 56 and I'm trying to set up my PayPal.
Okay.
What is the PayPal address to send it to? Because I thought it was, is it Is it the Sasi?
Yes. Is it Sasi info? I don't know.
All right, hey everyone, we're still on break. We have, in honor of St. Patrick's Day though, we have cupcakes.
Yeah.
So Julia can bring them out to you.
We bought it from Sam's.
Hey, Julia, don't you like the way you roll all?
Yes, ma'am. Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, I don't want, I wanted to.
Somebody give you a credit card?
Huh?
Somebody gave you.
That's mine.
I was gonna say,
No, I was setting up PayPal because I never use PayPal.
right.
Send to a PayPal. Yeah. Where did that go?
Good luck with that.
This is why I like.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yes. I mean.
67 is not available.
That's what they say. I got yeah, it's any app. That's you have a cat. It's some fish and a cat. Yeah, no. Same.
And then she passed away now.
Yeah. Yeah, they know I used to have more pets, small pets than pets. You know, yeah, that's what I had like got other cat. And they just dogs. Same, but that's my So yeah, we used to have a lot of pets. Well, one was the other so since the other one was a mix. It was a mix. It was a mix that we got this.
Another one was mixed over that we got here later after the first, right? Yeah, but yeah, the pure was first off. Yeah, we definitely had. So I will say we had more cats, more cats than dogs. Uh, Me personally, I think it's only one cat. Oh, really?
I respect it.
I still have one.
I don't know if I'm not any.
So yeah, I'm not sure about there. I think they're expensive or a lot of responsibility. Yeah, it's right. You know, one of if you have some kind of health problem.
They're like she passed it on sleep. That was good.
Yeah. And I'm doing that. He has her legs. Okay, we grab those on the way in.
Purebreds always have some kind of problem.
I've got napkins. Thank you.
Yeah, I got
She knows crispy. Cheetos for her.
All right.
Oh, I did it wrong. Hey, Willard. Woo, there you go.
You guys are allowed if you want to buy a number. The gamble, but $20 a number, first prize is $500, there's 5 prizes altogether.
What time is the trivia night?
22nd, doors open at 5:30, it starts at 6:30. You don't have to be present to win.
I think she has her in the group.
What do you want?
In reading, I will also remind people on Monday about it. Because I've been after a bunch of stuff with the other.
What do you want?
Yeah,
sir. You want to go down?
He said doors open at 5:30 and starts at 6:30.
How would you keep
Hands on.
She was where meeting go. Says that they'll go into their even the schools are like home, it's they'll do observations and they'll like with the students and
How did you sign hands on again?
Well, in that situation, I would do one-on-one with the student.
No, one-on-one.
Right. Depending on the use. Police officers going hands-on. Right, they're grabbing their, like, so it depends on the message, right? Her definition of hands-on is she's doing one-on-one with the students. There's observation and then there's one-on-one, right? If you're talking tactile hands-on, right? If you're talking police officer, hands-on, taking down a tackle, if you're talking, I think of what other use of hands-on. Experience, touch, factory, actually hands. Be careful about too much of this. Touch, finish, you wanna, because obsess is the motion, right? So, experience, yes,
Chocolate vanilla,
chocolate,
chocolate, icing or no icing?
all the ice.
Okay, I'll hook you up.
No,
No?
I need water and I forgot my water. So,
There is a. I've been sugar-free for ages and now I'm not.
That's why it's not.
do you know the name of the like socialistic? It's the one that they're going to Indiana for. And then it's the one that they're having here. Like, what is the name of the one that they're going to Indiana?
That we're going to
So
society.
yeah, I kept hearing, I like kept missing what she was saying, and I was like, oh, the event, like, are going to, is it Indiana?
I think it's Indiana, but like the campaign,
Yeah, it's like over.
if I miss where, I would just put camp
Okay.
and then they can ask to clarify. Again, that's that register that we talked about last time where you can go like super basic. You can go with all the details. And then there's that in between, right? This would be going super basic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be going super basic by saying the camp.
I was like, oh yeah, like,
Or the event.
but I was like, an event, we go to Indiana, and I was like describing it, I was like, I actually don't know the name. And every time she said it, I was missing, and I'm like, please.
Like we need to swallow the you do a great job. Your voice carries so well through that microphone. Fabulous. But yeah, actually,
I don't know when.
here,
I don't know.
And I'm like,
Like-
it's something with an S. I hear an S. Really?
Apparently she's
the
okay.
camp that she was talking about, what was the name?
MTI,
MTI.
Midwest Technical Institute, I think.
Thank you.
Oh, is it a camp?
It's kind of like a college prep. It like gives them the experience of college for 3 days while they're slowly kind of taking their parents away to give them some more independence. So they kind of know what to expect and it's not, they're just dropped in the situation.
Make your, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a college experience.
Also, I'm going to do 20s and 30s. I was like,
You don't want to
Yeah,
talk to your
that
parents.
goes to Chris.
Age 20 through 30.
okay. I think
All right,
I
Brad?
get ages 20 through 30.
Not you,
So
you.
ages. No. Yep.
Age.
Get away from ice cream.
Hey, Brad, I haven't seen you on.
Oh,
Yeah, and I would do 20s to 30s. And then do that back and forth to indicate the range. Does that make sense?
that does.
Yeah, I can see. And I can see how different interpreting is compared to just knowing ASL.
Well,
Yeah.
we can bring it next week.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was a, like, I didn't understand for the longest time, like, of course I can chat. Chatting is very different.
This is
for everybody.
Julia. I wanted to give you guys some visual information. There is a new water fountain out in the hallway. It provides accessibility so you can fill up your bottle. And it tells, there's a little display that tells you how much or how many bottles have been saved by refilling your bottle, then getting a new bottle of water. It still has the spigot, so if you don't have a bottle, you can lean down and fill up your mouth same way, like a regular water fountain, but it does have
on the wall the capability to fill up your water bottle as well.
It doesn't have to be this good. Most water. Look at how tall that is. Go about that tall.
Oh yeah, this would be good.
That'd be a pitcher.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we can slowly go ahead and get back started
Previous to
here.
22nd.
Welcome
trivia.
back. We've had a great meeting so far, and so before we get to our next thing on the agenda, I just want to do a quick reminder. While tickets are sold out for trivia, there's bound to be a few people who either drop out, don't show up, whatever. So if you thought, I wanted to go, get on the waiting list, please. So just contact me and let me know. I'll put you on the wait list, and if something opens up, I'll let you know right away. First come, first serve.
Victoria has it.
I am hearing a little bit of talking. I don't know. Okay. Also, a reminder about pick a number. You do not have to be present to win. So just remember that. So if you've got friends or family, even people who don't live in, say, in Missouri, if they sell, got to get these numbers sold, and if you've got anyone you know that's interested in buying it, just let them know about it. All right.
Kathy had a question.
Okay.
Kathy, this is Chris.
Yes, I do.
I didn't have a question, but I wanted people to describe what they are wearing if they are celebrating St. Patrick. Because my person to the right, Christine, she was describing to me her shamrock nails, and then I heard Andrea had shamrock tennis shoes. That sounds cool. I didn't know that. It's kind of nice to know what those things look like. That's all.
And William McSizik has a question on
I
that.
have on a green St. Patrick's Day shirt. It says not lucky, but blessed. Here comes Andrea.
There goes the neighborhood.
Right on, man. Right on.
This is Andrea.
I do.
I have a black hoodie with
Just
a
a minute,
glittery
William.
heart with green lit glitter and shamrocks on one that makes up half of the heart. And I do have my shamrock shoes on.
Oh, love those shamrock shoes. Huh? Chris. Oh, hold on. I'm going to describe. Right.
Okay, they're kind of like Toms or like Hey Dudes. And they're a black background and they have a two-tone green for each shamrock and they're kind of sitting on top of each other with white shoelaces and white soles, white with black speckled soles.
This is Michelle, and I'm wearing a green frosting mustache from the cupcakes. And I see Willard has green shamrock. William, go ahead, please.
Yes, what time is the door open, trivia night? Can you
He's
hear
asking
me?
what time the door opens on trivia night. Doors open? Yes. Doors open at 5:30 on trivia night. 6:30.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
You ready, Cam? Yes, Kathy, I didn't get to describe. What I have is shamrock earrings. They're real big shamrock clothes. I had them when I was 25 years old. And then I had, those beads. I have a gold bead and a green bead. And then I had a long sleeve Kelly green shirt.
This is Christy Freeman, and I have my nails painted for St. Patrick's Day, and my pinky nail, pointer finger, and thumb are like a green glitter, and the middle finger is white with gold stripes, and on my left hand, on the ring finger, it's white with a rainbow and a pot of gold, and the ring finger on my right hand is white with a shamrock.
Cute. Anybody else? I don't see nobody.
All right. Well, thank you for that, everyone. Two quick announcements. So first of all, I wanted to remind everyone again about the transition of Sasi recordings. In the past couple of years, when we first started recording our meetings during the pandemic, we were on YouTube on an older channel. Then we ran into copyright issues with YouTube and some other things. So we switched to OneDrive, which is where you've been able to get meeting recordings. I've tried to email the link out every month. Well, a couple of things happened. First, it was kind of tedious to have to send a link every month to a new recording. And then the feedback we got from members is that it was difficult as well to sometimes play or download the file. What we've done to try to make this easier is we are using YouTube again. Our channel is Sasi DB09. That's our channel name. If you're not subscribed and you have a YouTube account and are able to subscribe, I encourage you to do it because that is where monthly meeting recordings are going to be, board meeting recordings, and we may use the platform to promote some other events. We might do some tech tips or other projects and things we want to work on. So definitely a great channel to subscribe to. If you have any trouble accessing it, just let us know and we'll try to help you. I don't think we were able to, the board has, for those of you who have told us last month you don't want to use email, we have added you to our call list. So I'll be working with the members at large to make sure they're able to call you as needed. Okay, a big project that we're working on now with Sasi. And this is where we would love to have you as members help us out. Just to give you some history of Sasi. Sasi several years ago adopted bylaws for the organization to control, how the organization is governed, its structure, etc. Every 2 years we've gone in and we've updated the bylaws. That we've been advised by our attorney is really not the way to do it. Bylaws need to be something that, while you can certainly update them as needed, need to be created in such a way to not need to be updated. That you can usually kind of set it and you're good for the next 40 years. So we've been working to craft our bylaws in that way. The first step of the process, I'm going to email out today a copy of our current bylaws. What I'd like you to do is, I would love it if you would be willing to read the current bylaws and give us any feedback for anything you would like to see in the upcoming revised bylaws. Which brings me to the next kind of announcement. We'll take your feedback and that will help us with the adoption process. Our attorney, he wanted to just be here today to say hello, but he has COVID.
That's the first time I heard that in a while.
Yeah, really.
Our attorney, Ezel, will be here. So we needed to, and we were going to move the meeting anyway for a variety of reasons. We are not meeting on April 19th. The next Sasi meeting will be April 5th, and we will show you what we've adopted. and you'll be able to ask questions. Ezel will be there to walk you through all of the new bylaws. And then we will probably take another round of feedback as well after the meeting and bring any concerns or anything to the board meeting for review. So this is your organization. We really want you to be a part of this process. So we will be sending those bylaws out today. And remember, the meeting next month is April the 5th. So adjust your SSP requests accordingly. Okay. And just a quick reminder, I know there's been some panic over USCAD. Just as a reminder, you are not required to use USCAD if it is difficult for you. You still have the option of calling, emailing your request. So just wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that. And also, those of you attending trivia, there's been a couple of you I know that don't have SSPs, but have paid for an SSP. Please go ahead and request it like right away, essentially, because we're really coming down to the wire and we want to make sure we know who's coming in the door, the name of everyone, so that we can make sure that we don't have any chaos with tables and making sure that people are seated at the right table.
Oh,
Yeah.
question. Hi, this is Kathy Rennicamp. Will the tables be assigned? Because I think last year we had a scramble to find one.
Right.
I have 8 people, and I gotta definitely make sure I have a table.
Yes, and thank you for giving me the list of your people, by the way. We have made sure that all of your people that you gave me, the list you gave me, will be assigned to your table. So that we won't have, because you're right, it was pretty chaotic last year. We're trying to make sure we don't have that chaos again.
Any other questions?
Yes, this is William.
Well,
William.
I did want to make.
Walking with the mic. Zoom has a question.
Okay, William,
Yes,
go
I
ahead.
do. Okay, speaking about assigning to the table, I would have preferred the people that I don't know, especially outside of Sasi people. I wanted to introduce myself and get to know other people outside of Sasi members.
So William, this is
table up.
Michelle. I understand you want to get to know people outside of Sasi. So does that mean you want to
Yes,
sit at a table
Yeah,
with strangers?
right.
Yes, you want to. Did you catch that?
Yeah. So we will see what we can do about that, William.
Okay, thank you.
A list
He
is
says
nearly
thank you.
finalized. I may email that out to the membership at some point, just so you can see it. And if there's any changes, you can let us know.
All right.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Chris. William, do you have an SSP assigned to you yet?
No, I don't.
No.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Yeah.
William, you need to get on this right away because a lot of the SSPs are starting to fill up with trivia night. So if you need an SSP, you need to call her or email her and let her know ASAP.
To who? To who?
To who? He's asking email or call to who?
Anna Paul at Deaf Inc.
Oh, and okay. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with what Brett was saying about the UCAT. I just don't know how to use it, but
Walking with the microphone. We've got more Zoom questions.
Okay, William says that he has struggled with USCAD.
Right.
And he doesn't know.
Yeah, and I understand what Brett was saying, so that would be better
going to provide an answer to that. That's Julia. I have contacted Anna because I have several consumers who are also struggling with use Sched. And she said to continue to phone call or email her. She also you can text that phone number, Anna's phone number, and get scheduled that way. So if you're struggling with USCED, you can continue with how you've been scheduling via email or phone.
William, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. That's why I wanted to clear that up.
The sign-in one that we had last time was the good one. Oh, I lied. It is on guest. Okay. Sorry for that delay there, folks. The internet here, we got onto the wrong one again, but now we're on the good one. William, did that answer your question? Were you able to hear the answer?
Yes, I did, and I appreciate the Brett is saying about how to assign the SSP assignments. So that is good. Thank you.
We're good, thank you.
That answered Willard's question.
William,
I'm so sorry.
William Willard, one of those guys.
All right. So we were very excited about next Saturday. All right, so I wanted to, obviously, we know that most of us know by now that we lost one of our members, Barbara, in the last month. So we really wanted to take some time to pay tribute to her and just to remember her. Lydia couldn't be with us this morning, but she very graciously was able to record the Member of the Month piece that we did several years back on Barbara. We're going to play that for you, and once that is over, we'll allow anyone who wants to maybe share a memory or just something they loved about Barbara to be able to do that. So give me just a second here.
Miss Barbara was born in Houston, Texas, the first of 5 children. She had 1 brother and 3 sisters, Barbara being the oldest girl. 1 sibling was born while Barbara was in high school. She remembers taking care of them a lot. The family moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the same city where their grandparents lived. They had a farm near Pittsburgh where they raised chickens and a dog, but with no fields like you think of typically with farmers. It was an interesting place to live with no running water, no electricity, no plumbing, just an outhouse or privy, as Barbara likes to call it. Her favorite place was the water pump. It was really cool, pumping down and the water coming out. Grandpa had a spring house where food was stored. Mom hated it and called it her least favorite place, thanks to a snake that loved the area. It was built before the Civil War. Today, a couple lives there and has revamped the entire property, including redoing the plumbing and adding electricity. Its history is still regarded and revered. The original family stored coal and had a smokehouse. Grandma had a garden with veggies, flowers, the works. The outhouse was neat because you went in there, got comfortable, and looked at a picture of a dog that someone had put up on the wall. When Barbara was married, she put a pic of a dog in, you guessed it, her bathroom. It was cool, she said, something to look at. Some people use a laptop or a cell phone or whatever, but beware, the computers and robots will take over. Barbara remembers the big house growing up with 2 floors and winding stairs that went up to more than one attic, possibly, not sure. She loved the winding stairs, and at 4 or 5 years old, she recalled that's where the rebellion possibly began. Barbara loved living there, even if it was for only a short time. The family moved from Milwaukee to Park Forest, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago. Barbara attended different schools in Park Forest due to needing help with lip reading and speech therapy. She had a bilateral sensory neural loss, but it was decided that one hearing aid was better than aids in both ears. It was racist and didn't make good sense. Barbara didn't care for high school as there were too many nicknames. The Hoods were troublemakers. Populars were the class upper crust. And of course, she married a popular. Barbara graduated high school in 1966. She attended college immediately after. She majored in chemistry with a minor in math. I think Dad moved around a lot due to orders to other bases. Germany for years. Loved it. I wanted to return to the United States because I was really pregnant with Tanya. When asked about her work history, Barbara stated she was a play therapist at a home for retarded children, a Catholic home run by nuns. Kids there, age 5, lived there, and she absolutely loved it. Barbara assisted the nurses in taking care of them, playing circle games. Most couldn't stand. Improvisation is the name of the game. She moved on to working with deaf babies and loved doing it. Her first job, A&W Root Beer Drive-In. Not a cold hop as you probably imagine, but a short order cook that didn't pay minimum wage. 70 cents an hour was outrageous as it should have been 90 cents per hour. She also worked at the NCO club in Germany as a short order cook. Lots of volunteer work. After 10 years of marriage, the family separated when Tanya was 4 years old. Barbara returned home with her daughter and was pregnant with her son. It was a hard time. The family was supportive, but it was a small house, and everyone had their own ideas about how to raise Michael and Tanya. A single mother's job is not easy. When did she start to lose her vision and hearing? Didn't know until kindergarten. Teacher played piano to get the attention of the children. Barbara never responded. Her parents had to go to different doctors and finally learned the truth in kindergarten. In the Midwest at the time, professionals did not believe that children would wear hearing aids. At 8 years old, she finally got her first pair of hearing aids. She recalls the two sounds vividly: running water and birds singing in the sky. First to sixth grade was speech and special education, but that was before they called it that, Barbara said. The teacher that I had most of the time was a really, really good teacher. She said that I was a very, very good student. I tried hard. I worked on my speech and lip reading until I reached a point where I could lip read no longer half a person's face. It's very difficult. I was very good at it, and today it is a lost art. I can't see people's faces anymore. Barbara didn't realize she would lose her vision, which was slowly deteriorating with retinitis pigmentosa and Usher's syndrome. She learned about it during the last year of college, and it didn't really bother her life until Tanya was a junior in high school and Michael was in grade school. Barbara started to learn to use a cane. She had to stop driving, and that was a hard time. It has now been 40 years since she has driven. Barbara says that's the most frustrating part about being deafblind is when she has to ask people to repeat and when she has to really study to see something she used to be able to see. She says, I can't see my surroundings anymore or what people look like. I don't know what people wear anymore, how women style their hair, or the jewelry that is worn these days. But some vivid striped tops are easy to see. Barbara loves to write. She wrote about a love/hate relationship with her cane. The Helen Keller National Center student newsletter used it, and Barbara was really flattered. In retrospect, she wishes she had asked for a cassette of her article. After moving to St. Louis, she wrote her own email signature quote that makes her feelings about being DB. She said, my challenges are unique to me. I embrace them with a spirit of perseverance. Barbara's view of deafblindness is that everyone is different and we just have to figure out how to adjust. When you have ushers, you go through a lot of changes, especially in your vision, but also your hearing. I have been facing the hardest one ever, which is double vision, doing reading, writing, or typing in the last few months. I have to adjust. I can't change it or make it better. Everyone goes through different stages of grief. We don't go through them in the same ways or stages. Right now, I am angry, she states, because I love to read and write. But writing on a computer will be easy because I took a lot of typing classes in high school. I don't even have to look at the keyboard. My writing is almost impossible now. Reading is the same. Audiobooks or talking books are amazing. I'm training my ears to listen, and it has paid off. I think I will be getting a screen reader so I don't have to cover my worst eye and see it. It's hard, very hard. Barbara had the opportunity to have a leader dog for 10 years. Rosie, a yellow Labrador with a pink nose, was fantastic and very good at her job. Everyone loved her. For hobbies, Barbara used to swim a lot, but is unable to do so now due to balance problems. She loved to walk and run, but preferred to run for fun, not exercise. Now it's mostly listening to music, talking and listening to audiobooks. For a while, she loved art with colored pencils. She loves drawing flowers as her dad made note cards for her drawings. It was nice while it was happening, but ended up when she was no longer able to see anymore. She loved going to the Capitol in Jefferson City and speaking to committees fighting to set up a professional support service provider program in Missouri. At HKNC, she was able to talk before a group of people. Miss Barbara is kind of working on writing a book, kind of not, about her life as a single mom, being deafblind. What is the oddest or most unique thing about me? I frequently put my foot in my mouth. Not literally now, but there is a picture of me when I was a baby with my foot in my mouth. What is the craziest thing I have ever done or want to do? I'm thinking about a few things, but I'm not about to get into any college stories. I'm not touching that. Perhaps we will leave it at the grade school Spanish class, where a boy liked me. I asked him to the Sadie Hawkins dance, but he said he didn't want to go. I sat in the back during the dance for a short time, and when we finally spoke to each other, he admitted that he heard me wrong and would have gone with me if he had understood. My oddest memory is when I was 8 years old and finally learned how to spell my last name. I was so excited that I ran up the street to tell my friends. What would I teach other sighted and hearing people about life? Don't touch, grab, or hold a white cane when someone is using it. Cab drivers have actually taken it away from me. The bottom part is not a communication tool. One recent caller light driver took the cane and beat it against the seat where I should sit. It's my cane and I am using it. It's very disrespectful to take someone's cane. Even neighbors in my apartment building do that. But Miss Barbara makes it very clear, don't do it again. People don't understand the purpose of the cane. One driver asked if he could hold her cane while she went up the steps. What would I like others to know about me? No matter how I may come across up front, to whomever sees or hears me, know that I have peace and love in my heart. At 70, I'm no spring chicken anymore. Anytime I try to describe anything quickly, it just comes out wrong. In 2008, Barbara received a cochlear implant. She could hear the birds again. She lost that ability as an adult. She heard a new sound. Carbonated drinks fizzing during opening and pouring out of the beverage. It was exciting and a new sound. Granddaughter Ela, Isla, pronounced without the S, meaning island in Spanish, was born on her son's birthday and was 9 years old this Monday. Barbara is thrilled she gets to see her at least once a year in Philadelphia. What words of wisdom do I want to give to the next generation? Oh man, America. Everyone needs to realize that everyone on earth is people first. Different beliefs, races, countries, everyone needs to disregard the borders. One female astronaut referred to there being no boundaries from space, only on a map. People need to be more respectful to those who are different. We are all part of the human race. Nothing should be dividing us. Deafblind individuals, like other people, are unique. Being deafblind requires more than one adjustment, but there is a lot of assistance available. No one has to endure it alone.
All right, so that is the kind of the story of Barbara, her cast member of the month. We very much thank Lydia for reading it, and of course for Barbara for sharing that story with us. This will be shared, by the way, with Barbara's daughter, who couldn't be with us either in person or by Zoom. And I did want to invite anyone who wanted to share any like fond memories or anything of Barbara to be able to do so.
Hi, this is Kim, and I just wanted to say that Barbara was a very kind and sweet individual, and I'm glad I got to know her.
Hi, everyone. This is Rhonda Jones. And the thing I remember about Barbara is that she always made sure when she passed me, she said hello or hi or something. She never walked past me without speaking as best she could. And I never heard her say anything unkind about anyone. Do we know how she passed?
Walking to correct.
So the message that I believe we got from Barbara's family was that she had to have a surgery and just couldn't recover from it.
She had a surgery and did not recover well from it. We have Robert Vaughn here.
This is Robert Vaughn. She'd had some stomach issues and that had been going on for quite a while. I actually got to work with Barbara, training her on technology. And of course, Kim and I went to her apartment to visit. She was real sweet. And of course, in the process of working with her, we talked and lightly bantered political views. I'm Republican and she was Democrat, and it just wound up that every time I would see her, my little nickname or line for her is I would walk up to her and say, "How's my favorite Democrat?" And she would know it was me right away. But she was real sweet and funny. I just loved her laugh. But she was awesome.
Hi, this is Abby Peppercorn. I just wanted to share a memory. I first met Barbara 20 plus years ago at Helen Keller, and she was just so sweet and so spunky. But in addition to that, she was such a great painter. They had art therapy at Helen Keller, and she really enjoyed making different cards with different landscapes and flowers. And at the time, I still had a little vision to see the art that she did, and it was very beautiful.
This is William. Can I speak, Sue?
Yes, just a moment, please, William. Okay, go ahead, William.
Yeah, this is William. I have a good memory of Barbara. Barbara and I, in 1996 and 1997, we were both at the Helen Keller Center at the same time. So on the week, my roommate, Scott, and her roommate, Sandra, are getting married, and they invited us to their wedding with Barbara Tweedy in Philadelphia. And we were at the Independence Hall with the Liberty Bell at midnight, sitting on a park bench with Barbara. There was a full moon high above the Independence Hall, and all of a sudden at midnight, the bell rang 12 times. And Barbara and I were so moved by that beautiful night, that time. And I was so overwhelmed with togetherness. And she was a wonderful lady, and I do certainly miss her. Thank you.
Thank you, William.
Anybody else? This is Julia, and I'm kind of emotional today. But she was such a sweetheart, and she was always so nice to protect her. She was up for anything. She was always wanting to go on any adventures we were going on, and it didn't matter if she was going to be 30 minutes late because she took just that much longer to walk. She was going to be there. She was going to be at the party, and she was going to talk to everybody. So I will miss her. What?
This is Michelle, short and sweet. She gave the best hugs.
This is Brett. I will just say I remember, because I remember she, during the pandemic, she couldn't join our Zoom meetings for a while, but I do remember how excited she could get when she would join, when she, I think she told me Veronica Stiebel, who used to be a tech instructor here, worked with her long and hard so she could get on the Zoom meetings and have that interaction with people, and I remember how excited she was when she finally got in and she was finally able to talk to us again. And she was always willing to learn, and that was an awesome thing about her.
Yes.
I just also remember how much fun she had, like last October when we were playing the pricing game.
Yes.
So we'll do one final call for comments.
Victoria Foster, she was a lovely lady. She always talked about her grandchildren, how proud she was. So I think she'll be missed.
Let's see. I have one more question for
Yes,
her.
just as a visual
William.
information. We've got several here who are just tearing up and having emotional things going on personally with them around the room. So just for visual information, I wanted to let everybody know that.
William.
Yes, I was a little surprised. Barbara used to live in Gary, Indiana at that time. And I was so surprised when I first saw her again at the Sasi. She moved to St. Louis. And I asked her, do you remember me? And she does. By the way, where is she interned now? Do you know?
Do we know where she's being laid to rest?
I do not. Kim or Robert, do you know?
Haven't heard yet. They already had it. Oh, they had it.
Give me just a minute. I'm gonna come to you with the microphone.
I think the funeral has already taken place, but her daughter said something about maybe some type of, service later in the year possibly, but she'll keep me posted.
Can we make sure that information gets sent out to Sasi, please?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Michelle asked if that information would be distributed to Sasi, and Brett said yes.
Well, if there's nothing else, thank you everyone for sharing, and I'll just say, Barbara, we love you, we'll miss you, and rest in peace.
Amen.
Okay, and like I said, we'll be sharing this with Barbara's family as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get into members info. I wanted to let everyone know, first of all, of a policy you may not be aware of with Sasi. In our bylaws, we are, as board members, are required to attend 75% of both in-person and board meetings. Lydia is now at HKNC. She'll be there for 4 months. She's getting training on sign language, some independent living things, and some other things she's been needing as her hearing has continued to deteriorate. Those of you who have been to HKNC know how the Wi-Fi and cell service can be sometimes. So, because of that, and because we want to support Lydia through this journey, the board made the decision to waive the 75% attendance requirement for her during her time at HKNC.
Yeah. She is. Tell me a second.
We're walking with the microphone.
This is Michelle. I wanted to expand on that just briefly. The reason we feel comfortable and confident in making that decision is because Lydia keeps in contact with us regular via email and calls. So she keeps up on everything that we do as a board. She asks questions when she's not able to be there. Even when she realistically probably shouldn't worry about being there, she'll be there as much of the time as she can be. So she is very much an active board member, keeping on top of things, even though she may be officially missing the events. She still catches up on everything, asks how everything's going, and it is an active member at large.
And just to support what Michelle said, she had a nightmare time recording that piece for Barbara because the Wi-Fi kept going out and destroying all her work on that recording. So she walked around campus a little bit and was finally last night able to get that done. So that shows you the amount of effort she's willing to put into things even when she can't be here in person. So we will hear all about her journey at the August Sasi meeting. So we'll look forward to that. Just some things coming up. I told you April 5th, we have our meeting about the Sasi bylaws with Giselle Cody, our attorney. May is going to be I think that's going to be, actually, I think that's when we will have Michelle's presentation, which was supposed to be April 26th. We're moving it to May. Also, I think the society wants me to tell you that gala tickets are now on sale. They are fairly pricey, but I think they do have a discounted ticket list. I know they have in years past years. So you will want to, if you're interested, call the society. I got to go to one of the galas and had an amazing time last year. So you got to dress up really nice. You get a good meal. There's an auction with really expensive items, and you get to meet some interesting people. So if you're interested, let's see if we can make that happen. June. This is a two-part question, kind of. If we do this, we're gonna need someone, because we are fairly tapped out with other commitments as a board right now. So, the first question, we wanna vote on our picnic. Would we like to have indoor and outdoor? And Zoom participants can vote as well. So first of all, if you are hoping for an indoor picnic, if you could go ahead and raise your hand. No. Okay, what? I think I know what's gonna happen, but how about for outdoor? Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
Indoor, I went outdoor. Outdoor. I don't really.
Okay. Okay, so if we want to do an outdoor picnic, we're gonna need someone who's willing to step up, and you'll all be in contact with me, and if you want to make it a committee, we can do that. But we need someone to step up and be willing to serve as a chair. That means I'll send you a list of venues that are available. Picking the best venue, organizing like the food, and organizing the event. Is there anyone here that would like to do that?
This is where
Walking with the microphone.
This is where you guys as a membership can step up. The board has been crazy busy between trivia and bylaws and regular meeting planning and the other things that come up with it that are just a general part of our being a board. And we need your help. You're the membership. You want an outside picnic? Step up and make that happen, because we're burning out. Well, I shouldn't speak for everybody, but we've been having literally weekly and sometimes multiple times during the week meetings, as well as back and forth emails and phone calls to bring all this stuff together. And rest assured, we enjoy it, but we also have our regular jobs that we need to do. And we also have our families and our homes to take care of. This is your opportunity to get involved, and you can put together a committee. What we're asking for is for one person to say, yeah, I'm willing to be the spearhead here. And then pick the people you want to work with, that you're willing to work with. We're absolutely willing to support you in this. We're not going to leave you hanging and say, invent it for yourself. We're here to support you in that. We just don't have enough shoulder strength to shoulder it all ourselves. So don't be afraid to step up. You guys have way more abilities than you give yourself credit for. This is something you want. Step up and help this to happen, please.
Okay.
This is Julia. I'm a member of Sasi and I'm hearing sighted, so I want you guys to have that opportunity first. But I will say, as a member and as an SSP, I would love to partner with one of you to do that. I want you guys are the boss. So you guys go out and do it, but as an SSP and as a Sasi member, I will partner with you if that makes maybe it a little bit more comfortable for you to step up.
Thank you, Michelle and Doyle. I will just let everyone know too. So, and we're not done, even done after trivia because we've got a pancake breakfast to plan. So this is really your opportunity to shine, to step up. I'm sure, like as president, I'm always considered a committee member. I will work with you. I'll give you advice. I'll help you with any way I can. I'm sure other board members would be willing to join the committee as well. But we, as board members, do not have time to chair another project. So if you want this to happen, someone is going to need to step up. You can either let me know now, you can email, text, or call me. If we do not get a response from anyone, we will just revert to our typical indoor picnic.
I will chair the committee. This is Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Tasha?
Walking with the microphone.
This is Tasha. So I have a question. So when we do the venue, are we supposed to call them? And can you elaborate a little bit so I know if I decide to join, I don't want to mess up anything?
So are you wanting me to kind of explain what the committee would be doing, Tasha?
Yeah, say, if you, do we, like, when you give out the venue, do we call them and ask them for the space? How does that? Because I like to join, but I don't want, because
Yeah.
I don't want to like mess up and you gotta be pissed off at me, whatever, you know?
So
I'm being honest, like I like to contribute, but at the same time, I'm new to the area and I don't want to do something wrong and you guys not gonna be happy. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
You won't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Tasha, I think I have every bit of faith in you that you could do this, and I mean, I'll be here, the rest of the board will be here to help you and give you any support we can.
Rhonda's good.
So as for like what the responsibilities would be, so yes, it would be, we have a list that Linda Taylor graciously gave us of where we've had picnics in the park before. So we'd want to call them and see if they have a space. That's your first that would be kind of your first order of business. Calling the picnic places, seeing who has a space, finding out what the cost would be. You would then present that information to the SAS. You would make a recommendation as a committee and then present that recommendation to the board for approval. And then you would then be responsible for figuring out like you would want to figure out food. Are we going to cook? Would you recommend catering? We would need to figure that out as well. And some other logistics like walking
Napkins,
distance, restrooms,
plates.
etc. Does that make sense? Napkins and plates.
The details, what's going to be needed.
What did you say?
All right, so Tasha, we'd love to have you participate if you and Rhonda want to work together on this. I think that would be a wonderful. I think the two of you would make a great team, and
I would love that.
and we will support you in any way we can.
Rhonda said she would love you to join her team. And the microphone is walking to you, Tasha. Rhonda said if anyone else is interested, just let her know. Text, email.
I will think about it. Like I said, I just a little nervous because I've never done it and I don't want to mess it up. That's all. But I'll think about it. I'll let you know, Brett.
Okay. And Tasha, what I would recommend, we can we'll get through trivia first, but after trivia night, if we wanna set up a call or an in-person meeting between the three of us, you, Rhonda, and myself, we can talk more about it as well.
Okay.
This is William.
Who's got a hand up?
Can you hear me?
Okay, William, go ahead.
Yes, is Julia and other SSP be willing to help us? I think I would have joined them, helping them, whatever needs to be done. So you can put me down too with Rhonda.
William would like to be put down with Rhonda as well.
Kim, did you have your hand up?
This is Kim. It sounds like there's enough people, but if anybody needs like any further assistance or has any questions, I'd be willing to answer them or help out because I've done this for quite a while, so I can put in my advice if needed.
Rhonda's hand is up, walking with a microphone.
This is Rhonda speaking one more time. I appreciate everybody stepping up and I will do my best. I will say that I will probably need an SSP's assistance. And a very important thing, I need to know what date is the picnic?
The third Saturday, does anyone know when the third Saturday of June is? Okay. June 21st, Rhonda. June 21st.
Oh, thank you.
One more hand.
One more.
21st is Saturday.
The only advice I would give is that when looking at the parks, move fast on that because those park pavilions go fast. So I would definitely make that the first order of business and the parks that Linda gave, I've seen the list. And they, like one park over on Strassner, Sasi used several years ago. It has sidewalks. The pavilion is literally attached to the bathrooms. But there's 2 or 3 other parks I think that the society has used. So the list that you get are known and tested and have been used. So, but yeah, definitely if there's an availability, I would say grab it as long as it's not crazy expensive.
One more.
I just want to back up the comment. This is very true because this is the time of graduation parties and family reunions that take up those park shelters. So yeah, make it first priority so what you can. Almost like get the first one you can get.
Well, thank you to everyone who stepped up and expressed interest. I'm sure. I think we're gonna have an amazing picnic, and let's hear it for all of them.
Zoom has one more.
William, go ahead.
Well, speaking about the location for the outdoor picnic, I was thinking a place in the Creek Core Park with a big lake with lots of people standing by. Maybe we can kind of do some public awareness of ourselves at the big park, Creek Core Park.
So William is commenting that if he's suggesting that we go to Creve Coeur Park. It's a big park and we would be seen by a lot of people, make our organization known.
Okay, you can discuss that as a committee.
Kathy is leaving. Oh, just stepping out for a moment.
All right. Well, so our last segment is members info. We want to know about, oh yeah, is my map here still?
She's across the room.
Ma'am, can you get a picture of him up on your phone or something? The baby.
Oh, the baby. Oh.
Oh, the baby.
Right. So we want to know about what has been going on in your lives the past couple months or so. As you know, a lot of us went to the Capitol. I guess it was last week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. A lot of us went to the Capitol to
Well, a week and a
advocate for
half,
the
not this
SSP
last Thursday, but the
program.
Thursday before.
Everyone I've talked to, myself included, got a good response from our state representatives. The trip went really well. I am cautiously optimistic that this bill is going to make its way into the K-12 committee. And we'll see where we go from there. Also, our family had yet another new baby join us last month. We have Phoenix James Chambers, who was born on February 25th. We'll be able to get the picture.
Yes.
And I'm showing the picture on Zoom as well.
Can someone describe it?
I'd be happy to. Let me grab the picture. Chris and I are gonna meet in the middle.
We have a written description already if you want to use that.
It's a written description already. So I'm gonna give that back and watch Michelle.
The beauty of Sasi is that we have people that share pictures and then share the written description of the picture. This picture is a baby with dark hair lying down, sucking on their thumb. The baby is looking up with wide eyes. Next to the baby, there is a colorful toy with a cartoon animal. Maybe it's a giraffe with orange and green accents. The baby appears to be on a soft, furry, cozy surface.
Walking back to the proud uncle.
The baby's adorable.
Michelle said the baby is adorable. Rhonda said babies are always adorable.
Fair, but this is the one that I'm looking at now. So this one is currently the most adorable.
So I think all three, I'm not positive, but I think all three of the babies in our family, JoJo, who just celebrated her 5th birthday, Maddie, who's now almost 5 months, and Phoenix will be there next Saturday. So maybe you may get to go up to them and say hello.
Congratulations, Wilhelms.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm thinking about it, Kim sent me this. Here we go. Kim asked me to go through the birthdays this month. We have, on March 1st, in addition to JoJo, we have Kim Vaughn.
Woohoo!
On March 4th, we have Ruth.
Woo!
Andrea's is March 12th. Michelle's is tomorrow, March 16th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And Mary's is March 31st. What do you say? Do we want to sing? No.
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy birthday,
Happy
dear Sassy
birthday to
members.
Happy
Birthday
birthday
to
to you.
and many more. Thank you all.
All right, does anyone have an anniversary this month?
No, we ain't one in June.
Nope.
Okay.
Anyone know how Donna Neal is?
Anybody know what?
Rhonda's asking if anyone knows an update on Donna Neal.
I took.
Walking with the microphone.
Ready or not, Michelle?
Hi, this is Chris. I texted Deborah, her sister, the other day. She says she's doing great. She sent me a picture of her, of Donna, sitting in her recliner wheelchair. And they said she was doing good. Continue to go and
Good.
see her or send cards. It's probably been a little over a month since I've been able to get there.
Mhm. Mhm.
You've been kind of busy.
No.
Mhm.
No.
Anyone else have any announcements or things they want to share with Sassy before we wrap up the meeting?
Ashley has her hand up.
Abby's hand is up.
Walking with microphone. One moment. From the other side of the room. Oh, so weird. Cruising along.
Victoria's getting her work.
Yes, thank you so much, Victoria, for all of your steps today.
Chris, I just wanted to ask you real quick if you ever found out if, from Debbie, if Donna has a phone that you can get to. Cause I know you said that the Lansdowne phone was kind of further away. Is she able to get to it sometimes?
I will ask Deborah if she has her cell phone yet, or if she can communicate with each of us outside. I'll let you know.
Sounds good. Kathy is on her way out. Bye, Kathy.
Bye, Kathy.
She said bye.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and talk to the evening.
Oh, I'm fine. It's Kathy. I just want to say top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, happy St. Patrick's this weekend. I'm a big Irish fan. So hope you have corned beef and hash and enjoy your weekend.
Corned beef and cabbage.
All right, anyone else have anything to share? I will let everyone know Wednesday, that's I Can Tech, where we will be having a presentation all about what technology exists when we need either access to information or if we need sighted assistance but nobody's around. So we'll talk about live recognition, which is a feature on the iPhone. We'll cover Be My Eyes. Erica's going to do that. I will be talking about Ira. And Andrew, who some of you may know from iCanTech, he's going to talk about live recognition. So it should be a good meeting. The 25th, Gab, one of our favorites, Pass the Trash.
That'll be fun.
Anyone have anything else they want to share?
So Brett, the next Sassy meeting is when?
April 5th.
April 5th.
We still have cupcakes, we still have chips, all of those are still here.
Help yourselves.
Yeah.
Good meeting, everyone.
Oh, it was an awesome meeting.
Okay.
We'll see, I'm sure we'll see most of you Saturday. It's going to be a great event. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thank you all of you for making the effort to come here. I know it was a little tough with all the storms and the parking, but you all did it, and we appreciate you. And before we go, we'll have a hand for our amazing volunteers. And with that, we will see you Saturday. So we